Welcome to the program. Ladies and gentlemen, what a week we had this week. The stock market held these high levels and made a last day rally today. Really jumped up. What we got right here is the S&P 500. Well, we're looking at the SPY, which is an ETF of the S&P 500. And this is a daily chart, what we got right here. And I said, we ended the week last week. I said we watched the drivers, which was the 10-year yield coming from 5% down to 4.5%, the relative strength of the dollar dropping, and that was the drivers for this major rally here. So what happened this week? Well, we're holding these levels. The 10-year yield started to go up to about 4.65. The Fed spoke yesterday, and things got a little inconsistent here. We had a nice little set off yesterday, but not much. Still holding these upper levels. And then boom, today, major rally. So now we're really ticking up. Things, Wall Street, the year-end bonuses and whatnot are very important. So we're obviously out of this downtrend. We're going to draw a new technical analysis and take a look at what's going on. Before we get into that, I'd like to ask you to please support our channel. We're looking for 100 subscribers as a goal. So please subscribe, click the like up button, helps get the video out there. I'd really appreciate that. So let's get right into it. So here we are. We broke out of this. Let's take a look. Right now, we're going to draw a line from here to there. Okay. Well, and then we're going to go to the all-time highs. We're going to see what we can do with this. Look at that, how they must line up perfectly. Isn't that something? Okay, here we go. Technical analysis. Here's the overall downtrend from the overall highs. Okay, which was the end of July. And we could just touch that, but we're kind of on an uptrend over here, so we're going to make this green. Okay, so what do we got here? What do we know? What are the drivers? The 10-year yield. Easy money being made for the war almost immediately. Crude oil dropped a lot, down to $77 a barrel. It actually went down to $75 a barrel yesterday. And it's up 2%, 2.13% today. So that was a small gift to give it to all the day traders gives a good entry for oil. There's no doubt about it. But we'll have to see. In this mid-70s range, we'll have to see what happens. It looks like a buy right now, but things can change right away. We have to look at the drivers. So here's our uptrend. Okay, let's take a bigger look at this. Let's go to the a weekly time frame. So here we are year to date. Here we are year to date. There's rumors that we're going to break out all the all-time highs. We're going to get up to 459, 460. So we're at 440 right now. We're not too far off. Let's take a look. What's that percentage? How far are we down from the all-time here? From here to here. We're only 4% away from all-time high. Boy, that's like nothing, because we already had a 7.5% move just 3 weeks ago to there. So yeah, it's definitely possible. Our next target is obviously going to be 451. It's the target, and let's get rid of that there. And then the all-time high, which is going to be at, we got a 461 up here. Let me see where that's coming from. That's coming from the previous resistance from March of 22. So, okay, we tried to touch the previous highs. It failed. So we'll have to see what happens, folks. Let's take a look. Let's go back to the daily chart. Take a fast look here at QQQ. And yeah, very similar to the SPY. They broke out. Let's get rid of this red lines here. Let's draw a little green line here. Let's see what we got here. That's a heck of an uptrend right there. That's what a major bullish day today was. Look at that, man. That's a big green engulfing candle there, folks. I mean, from 371 to 378, 379. So, you know, you're trading things like the QQQ, which is a 3x leverage. Those of you who day trade the stock market know that volatility is opportunity, and there was a big bullish buy there today, no doubt about it. You know, I went to real fast, a friend of mine. We were looking at some momentum stocks the other day. A friend of mine, Harold. I think it was TNON. Or no, that's not it. TNON. We were day trading some momentum, and I told him this thing would end up flushing. Let's just take a look, see what it ended up doing. Here's a 2-hour chart. Yeah, there it is. 470 back here on Wednesday. 470 back down to 244. I'm surprised it even held up that high. But that's only been a couple of days. But if you get someone's following the same trend, then it went up. It's coming right back down. Just wanted to look at that real fast. Palantir, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, that thing has absolutely ripped. Palantir ripped on earnings. Look at this. They actually had a nice increase versus estimates, and that thing ripped from $15, opened up $17.50. Wow. Now that, you know, that would have been, you know, 50-50. People like to trade these earnings. I don't like to trade the earnings because as much as that popped up, it could have been the other way. But today it had a really big bounce. We take a look at that. AMD, it's ripping. You know, the whole market's just been ripping right now. Okay, Nvidia, it's holding up. Look at this. These past, you know, week and a half, it's just been, ever since last week when Powell spoke on Wednesday, market's been ripping. Intel, look at this, straight up. Now here, Disney, by the way, they actually had good earnings. It gapped up overnight, and then it gave some back, but it's still holding this gap up, which is not bad. $85 to about $87. So we'll have to take a look at that. Tesla. Tesla has been looking weak. They, you know, again, the earnings weren't bad, but their outlook looked weak. They dropped off, came down, up, down. A little bit of recovery today. We'll have to keep an eye on that. I guess one day here with Apple. Apple's really making a nice comeback here. Apple, look at that. So there you have it. I mean, everything's just going up. But let's take a fast look at Oxy, which represents the oil, since oil has been dropping. And there you can see, sure enough, charts are coming down. It's at the low part of this range. If we get to 56, that'd be nice. But it looks like this $59 is the resistance. I like Marathon Oil, MRO, Marathon Oil. This is not a bad time to buy. Look at that. Look how we're right at holding at the bottom of this uptrend. Today it went up just slightly, but it's holding this upper trend very nicely for support, as you can see. So that's interesting. We'll have to keep a close eye. This could be, you know, that's not a bad entry. You can enter around 25 or 25.25, and you know, get right up to $28. You know, depending on your risk level, how high you think it's going to go. Or me personally, I like to trade technicals, keep it within the range. You know, I'm not looking for any major breakouts, or even around the top here. 27.50 is not bad. $28. But anyway, that's it for the week. Thank you for watching. We will keep you posted for any further updates. Thank you.